Show.
All right, 13 minutes after the hour, y'all front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It is Monday, September 22nd, the first day of fall and also National Family Day. Here's what's going on in the news. We are continuing to follow developments in the death of Trey Reed, the 21-year-old Delta State student found hanging on campus, and it's getting no attention. Officials ruled it a suicide, saying the autopsy showed no signs of foul play. However, Reed's family is not convinced, pointing to conflicting stories about where and how he was found. They've ordered an independent autopsy with Colin Kaepernick covering the cost through his Know Your Rights camp. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump says the family wants the full truth. Now, for now, toxicology results are still pending, and the FBI, along with the U.S. Attorney's Office, are reviewing the case. Switching gears to politics, President Trump is shaking up the Justice Department. He's tapping his former lawyer, Lindsay Halligan, as U.S. Attorney in Virginia, calling it a part of his fight against a weaponized system. The move comes right after U.S. Attorney Eric Siebert stepped down. He reportedly refused to charge New York Attorney General Letitia James. Now, critics say Halligan has no real prosecutor background and that this looks more like political payback, swapping ethics and experience for loyalty. And overseas, France just became the latest country to recognize Palestine. Canada, the U.S., Canada, the U.K., and Australia are already on board, signaling a major diplomatic shift among Western allies. Now, supporters say it could sideline Hamas by giving Palestinians a political path forward, but critics say it could backfire, and President Trump, who has a long history of siding with Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu, is rejecting the push, while Britain's prime minister backs Palestinian recognition. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Well, WNBA playoffs on fire, man. Indiana Fever beat the Las Vegas Aces, the number 6 seed, knocking off the hot Aces, man, behind Kelsey Mitchell, 34 points. And they doing this without Caitlin Clark. They're a star player right there, but Kelsey Mitchell is a beast. And shout out to the Minnesota Lynx, man. They knocked off the Phoenix Mercury in game 1 of the semifinals, so they lead that series 1-0. If y'all didn't see track and field over the weekend, it was the World Championships. USA women won gold. Excuse me, in the 4x400 meter relay, the 4x100 meter relay as well. Sha'Carri Richardson anchored the 4x100. It was crazy, man. Like Noah Lyles, he anchored the 4x4 for the men. They won the gold in the 4x100 meter relay. Shout out to Sydney McLaughlin, the 400 meter champion, who's gonna be the best of all time in this dogging event. She's doing so many good things. If you're familiar with track and field, you know what I'm talking about. And last night, Sunday Night Football, Kansas City Chiefs, they finally get their first win of the season over the New York Giants. But here's where it got interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Quarterback of the Giants, Russell Wilson, was booed. Yes, he was booed.
How dare them.
Oh, man, he was booed, man. His performance was okay, man, but they're calling for rookie quarterback Jackson Dart to take over the realms of a quarterback for the New York Giants. So we'll see what happens, man. A little quarterback controversy already starting in Giant land out there. It's my quick sports report. Good morning, Briggity Tack.
Good morning, Rock T. If you're in Virginia, you can soon go down Timberland Way. I got the details up next in the Hot Spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Hot Spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and this hot. You can catch me at the Hot Spot. It's the BRT.
All right, so 29 minutes after the hour, y'all. Brat got the Hot Spot. What up?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, but we bring you music, movies, and more, so let's get off into it. Well, y'all, congratulations go out to Timberland. He's being honored with a street named in his honor in his hometown of Virginia Beach, Virginia, next month. The street will be named Timberland Way. Along with the street naming will be a 3-day celebration, which will include community gatherings, school visits, a block party, and a star-studded celebration. So once again, congratulations go out to Timberland. All right, y'all, moving on. Kanye West's documentary titled In Whose Name hit the theaters this weekend, and it gave viewers a glimpse into how explosive his last few years have actually been, including how things got bad between him and his ex-mother-in-law, Kris Jenner. In one clip, Ye is filmed crashing out on Kris in an explosive shouting match over the mega-star rapper's public perception when he was hospitalized back in 2016. Here's the clip. Check it out.
I'd rather be dead than to be on medication. No one from the family has taken any responsibility for my hospital visit, but if we were to go online, that's 50% of what people say at least. Or maybe, am I lying?
It doesn't matter.
Am I lying? It do matter! It does matter! It does matter!
It matters to us and you. It doesn't matter what the internet says. It matters what we think. Yay.
So what do you think? Did you have an effect on my mental health?
Yes, I'm saying yes. And I love you. I don't want you to be not perfect. And I want my daughter to love you the way you want her to love you.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. Jesus, that is a lot.
No
On
grown
top
man
of-
should ever
No,
scream
sir.
like that.
Okay, on top of everything that life already, that you got to deal with, then, oh Lord, that is
Yeah,
just
mental
a
health is
lot.
real.
It is. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm sure
You
everybody.
just never know how his mom's death really affected him. It could be deeper than we think, and just because somebody else is doing well and going through the process of losing their mother, some people don't survive death.
Right.
They don't survive it.
Yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow. I mean, you never really get over it. Really, you never forget. You never forget what happened. You never forget when it happened. And there's always things that trigger those memories.
He probably
for
should
sure.
benefit from taking some time in a place where he's away from everything and just getting treatment.
Didn't he try to do that at one time?
Did he institutionalize himself?
Oh
They
no!
were talking about him going, but I don't know if he went or not. But he has the right to scream. Hell, that's how he felt at the time. How? That's what I
Yeah.
did. So
That's what happened when you don't scream when it first happened and get it all out.
Yeah,
It could
comes
really
out.
be. Yep.
Yeah, comes out at the wrong time sometimes.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, last but not least, Cardi B just added another title to her resume, and that is Guinness World Record holder. She teamed up with drone delivery company Wing and Walmart to set the record for the most drone deliveries in 1 hour. A total of 176 signed CDs of Cardi B's Am I the Drama album were delivered across the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area. Fans in the area received signed copies that were flown to their doorsteps, dispatched from a local Walmart, and delivered by Wing's fleet of drones. Guinness World Records confirmed that milestone was amazing, and it was on X, so you can check that out with Cardi B. That is crazy. I had never seen nothing delivered by drones yet, so that's crazy.
It's pretty
To just-
weird. It's pretty weird.
to get it dropped off at your door. Wow. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hotspot on that note. But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at So Brat. Coming up next, we got Rock T's Joke of the Day. Oh, Lord. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, ladies and gentlemen. It is about that time for Rock T's Joke of the Day. Happy Monday. What up, Rock?
A homeless man asked the man for $2, and the man said, "Will you buy alcohol with this $2?" The homeless man said, "Nope." The man said, "Will you gamble this $2 away?" And the homeless man said, "Nope." And then the man said, "Well, will you come home with me so my wife can see what happens to a man who doesn't drink or gamble?"
Wait a minute, what?
Come on, Rick. He want to bring the homeless man home so his wife can see what a man
See what a man what?
what a man looks like who doesn't drink or gamble.
Wait a minute, can somebody explain that to me?
By the time they
Boy, that was
If it needs an
1972
explanation.
Johnny Carson.
let that thing sit on you, man. That's it, honey.
But wait, special case, I'm
He's saying,
totally
okay,
lost. Like,
okay, let me dissect it a little bit.
go
He's
ahead, go
saying,
again.
let me bring you home with me so that my wife can see what a man looks like that doesn't drink or gamble, because he likes to drink and gamble.
Yes,
His
sir.
wife apparently doesn't like it, so
Yes,
he
sir.
brings home the homeless man to say, well, if I stop drinking and gambling, this is what I'm going to look like.
on,
So,
dog.
yeah. No.
Wait a minute, the husband
Don't do it
drink
to
and
yourself.
gamble.
Rick,
just
save
so-
yourself.
yeah.
Hey, man. Rick, protect your mental health.
A
Don't do
homeless
it.
man asked the man for $2.
He asked for $2, right?
And the man said, "Will you drink alcohol with this?" He says, "No."
Then he asked, will you gamble the money away? And he said, no. He said, will you come home with me so my wife can see what happens to a man who doesn't drink or gamble?
Okay, I got it.
Come on, Rick.
So he's saying he want to drink and gamble.
He does drink and gamble. That's the man does drink and gamble. So he's trying to tell his wife, okay, if I don't drink and gamble, here's what I can turn out to be.
Right. Man, I appreciate that. That was funny. I got it. I'm sorry the rest of y'all to get up. I'm going to go ahead and get on
right. It was funny after you had to go through a whole doggone dissection.
20 classes.
Open heart surgery on
Joke
it.
101.
on,
learn the joke.
Yeah, that's all right.
If it got to be dissected like that, then it take too long to be funny.
Right. Don't worry about it.
Brett just opened a bottle of pills.
I'm not worried about it. I ain't thought about it.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T. B-I-C-T-H.
John. J-O-B.
E-L-G-S-E-S. Eagle!
It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
And you know this, man.
Man, it is absolutely that time. We look forward to this every Monday. It's time to expand your vocabulary with the word of the week. Gary will provide us with a new definition and explain how to use the word in a sentence. Gary, we're happy to have you this morning. And we just want to know, and the people want to know, what word will you be expanding your vocabulary with this week?
Well, Ricky, that word is a word that seems very interesting, and I would like to know it myself. But this week's word, Ricky, is vituperation.
Man.
Oh, Lord.
Not quite.
Nope. It's vituperation.
There you go.
Come on now.
He buzzing.
You 98% there. You got it. Vituperation.
Vituperation, Ricky. Vituperation. Huh?
Vituperation. I never heard that word.
Ricky, you ain't never heard of it. Man, I ain't never heard of it. That's the word, honey. I was told that, this week because we need to expand our vocabulary.
We need to start doing like a sentence using some of the words like a recap, but you're using more than one word in a sentence. The words that you did good on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Have a conversation like talking to Michael, Eric, Dyson, or T.I. where you use about 4 of them in a sentence. And don't nobody know what the hell you're talking about at all.
So, baby, and I hope the people use these words, honey, as I give them out every Monday, because, honey, vituperation, honey, is very, the definition. Now, the definition, Ricky, is use of bitter and abusive language.
Right. So use of bitter. Use of what?
Bitter and abusive language. And I'll give you an example how you could use it in a sentence. This is beautiful. When I skip my much-needed medication, it increases the level of vituperation aimed mainly toward my innocent co-workers that suffer horribly for it.
True story.
Did you understand that?
Yeah.
Let me read it again, because I need to break it down. When I skip my much-needed medication, and when I skip my lithium, it increases the level of vituperation aimed mainly toward my innocent co-workers that suffer horribly for it.
From it.
Is it from it?
For it.
For it.
They suffer for it. Yeah. So when you don't take your lithium, his co-workers suffer for when he doesn't take his medication.
Right.
Tell who wrote that.
Bitter and abusive language. Yep, y'all sure do. Okay.
What's 4 plus 2?
4 plus 2. Jesus, tell me what's 4 plus 2. 5. 5. It is 5.
Jesus ain't tell you nothing like that.
Hold it! Half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
The other day, Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. Today is the first official day of fall, so I can't wait to get out my fall color. But here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Future, baby. Everybody's raving Future. Now, we all know he's a rapper, and he's famous for having 12 beautiful children and a long list of ex, y'all. But one of his former flings, y'all, so he's speaking out on the behind the scenes now. She's saying that Future runs, baby, his private life with strict rules and protocols. They say NDAs and rapid health checks included. Now, according to a popular Instagram celebrity who once hooked up with the mascot rapper, they're saying that Future treats intimacy, y'all, like a business deal. Now, after meeting him at a nightclub and heading back to his hotel suite, allegedly, she says that she was immediately put y'all through a 2-step process, which is good. Now, they're saying, y'all, that step one, his security pulled her aside and made her sign an NDA before she was allowed out of the car. And then the document wasn't a quick signature. It was more than a dozen pages long, and she had to not only sign, but also initial, y'all, every page, which is beautiful, y'all. Then they're saying, y'all, once inside, things got even more serious. They say after some casual mingling, Future asked her to take a rapid HIV and STD test. Now, they said the test involved a quick mouth swab, and one of his assistants, y'all, took it into another room to process. Now, after 15 minutes, they were saying that the assistant returned with a subtle thumbs up. That was the green light, and from them there, the night took its intimacy and expected turn, y'all. Isn't that beautiful, y'all? And they said the woman said she assisted y'all that she didn't feel disrespected at all. She was surprised and reassured, and she said honestly, it made her feel safer. And she said it allowed, it showed her that he's serious about protecting himself. Isn't that something most do? Most men do that. Do y'all do that? Most men, Ricky, y'all do y'all single men do stuff like that? You got to sign all these papers and stuff, you know, to build. Really?
Before they get on the plane, before they walk in the house, in an email, DocuSign, absolutely.
Really?
I mean, just somebody coming there and think you got something and fall, and then now you lost a.
That's right.
All of a sudden, the floors look slippery because they're clean, but then you slip and fall.
Yep.
I told you not to wear them kitty heels anyway.
Well, that's good.
And fell and did a split. You can't even do a split.
Lord have mercy, honey. Well, I guess, congratulations to him then, you know, and I think if more people did do that, but like you said about the fall, because a little friend of mine made a little slick remark, I ought to fall in your house. Oh, go ahead and fall, girl. I ain't got no insurance now. So, honey, I'm like, girl, I don't know what you feel, because people will do it, honey.
They will.
They sure will.
Do it.
They sure will.
On
purpose. Go in the bathroom. Well, you better have a camera everywhere.
Yeah.
Somebody come in your doggone house. You know, they come in there and jealous to me. I see you got your little thing, your little rocks in the sink. Okay. Then they go in there and then they get jealous and fall.
Yep. I never forget my friend Kathy, honey.
Am I lying, Brat?
You ain't lying.
People do it, honey. When my friend Kathy told us, y'all not riding in my car because I don't have PIP, honey, because, you know, people try to file on your PIP, your personal injury protection, and get your money. So she said, y'all can't ride with me.
That's so sad.
Sad you have to do it.
Yeah, so it's something. So we just, congratulations, I guess, to Future, honey, and his endeavors and what have you. All right, moving on in other celebrities. Oh, Cardi B is speaking. I love Cardinal B, honey. Now, it's being reported, y'all, that Cardi B, honey, is stepping into her next era, y'all, motherhood, but, honey, with a whole lot of extra baggage. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the Bronx rapper is currently pregnant by NFL star Stephon Diggs. Yet, they say word on the street is that she's not the only one carrying this child, honey, with at least 2 other women carrying Diggs as their baby daddy. And they say fans expected fireworks. Instead, baby Miss Cardi B shrugged it off and delivered, honey, one of the most viral lines of the year. And here's what Cardi had to say.
Yeah, that's your baby daddy, bitch. That's my baby daddy too, girl. Well, what now? I was f***ing up. We'll figure it out, bitch.
Oh, man. She said,
I love her. I love her more and more each day.
Baby Miss Cardi B peed for that one,
She ain't
honey.
giving up her man, honey. I guess you pregnant, what we gonna do?
Yes, honey. She said, yeah, that's your baby daddy. That's mine too. She said, baby, we're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Cardi B, girl.
Winning.
Yeah.
That is funny.
He make her happy, so she gonna do whatever it is she need to do.
Wow.
I guess so, child. Well, they gonna figure it out, honey. So congratulations, Cardi B. And then my quick for free story, y'all. Everybody's still ready. I went to see the Queens, Ricky, this past weekend.
How was
honey.
it?
Oh, the Queens were grand, baby, honey. But people still raving. Shaka Khan, honey, and Stephanie Mills. They say, baby, these girls are still baddies, honey. They still giving it, honey. Yes, baby. But it was really nice. I mean, all the girls performed real well, honey. Shaka Khan, Gladys Knight came out first. She did a great song, a great rendition, honey. Then came Stephanie Mills. She did a wonderful job. She looked amazing, honey. And then Miss Patti LaBelle, you know, Miss Patti is just a grand girl, baby. She came out looking good. And then Shaka Khan came out. But it was really nice. But you know, two songs. When Stephanie Mills singing this certain song and Patti LaBelle singing a song, it kind of brings tears to my eyes because when Stephanie Mills sing Home, she'll play a montage of different people, that went on. And when Patty does it, just really tears me because she
did You Are My Friend.
Yes, and when she does You Are My Friend, it just brings tears to my eyes because she showed all her friends that went around,
and her sister. She made it for her sister.
All those people that came. It was just so touching, honey. I love it, but it was a real great cut and looked like it was a sellout crowd.
It was. It was crazy.
It was packed, honey. So I say, congratulations to the Queens. I was telling my friend about the Brat to try to get cute. How you gonna go see the Queens? Aren't y'all Queen? I'm like, no, niece, the Queens, not the Queen, the original.
Somebody
Queen,
said Gladys Knight in her rider she had chicken and waffles in her dress. Let me stop.
Oh man.
Stupid.
Well, they didn't come from her restaurant. But anyway, child, the color today, honey, the color today, y'all, my fall color is olive. On the high end, you say olive, and on the low, you say beautiful green. That's your color for the day, honey. But I really enjoyed this, honey. All the girls look great. Miss Stephanie gave you red, baby. She had all her dancers in red, sparkly, honey.
Well, how much you pay for your tickets?
Oh, girl, hell, I paid a good hefty. I paid working at this. I work at this job, honey. I paid for them. They gave them to me. Yes, ma'am. I paid for coming to work every day and talking about it. That's my pay. Yes, Lord, honey.
Keep it real.
Okay. And they gave me some good seats, too, because, Ricky, we usually sit up in the rafters. But they had some good seats.
Good, yeah.
You're not about to embarrass me around all these damn queens. Like, y'all crazy. I better have some cute seats for me.
Yes. Well, congratulations to you, Gary.
Yes. But Gary with the team.
Yeah.
All right, so Ricky about the morning show. I got your wake up call. Y'all get at me 8669RRCKEY. Here we go.
Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together.
Get it together.
You up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be together.
Come on.
It's time we want to show, want to know what you calling from. So come on and tell
Let's
me.
go.
Just wake up.
Good morning. This is Tasha Haas calling from Titusville, Florida. Wake up, wake up, wake up, little city. Let's get it.
Hey, good morning, y'all. This is Jazz from Tampa, and I want to say good morning to my kids and have a great day at school. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hi, this is Miss O from Cincinnati, Ohio. I would like to wake up my grandkids, Markel and Makai. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. This is Amelia Duke calling from Ocala, Florida. Calling to wake up the class of 2027 from Westport High School. Wake up, wake up, wake up, baby.
What's yours? Because we going to let them know.
Let them know this.
Wake up.
Chattanooga.
Wake up.
And Shreveport.
Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Where you at, Jackson?
Wake up.
Savannah.
Wake up.
Look at Charleston.
Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Appreciate it, Brat.
You're welcome, Ricky.
All right. All right, y'all, it's about that time. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. Jeff, good morning. Happy to have you, bro.
Good morning, big brother. Good morning, everybody. Good to be with you this morning. Now, listen, there's something I want to go deep into, Rick, and pull a thread on. Yesterday, during Charlie Kirk's memorial service, the president made an announcement that was focused on, he made a lot of statements, but one was a policy-focused statement. And he teed up this announcement that is supposed to be coming today about the administration's findings on autism. He said, and I quote, "I think you're going to find it to be amazing. I think we found an answer to autism." And he called the announcement one of the biggest in the history of the country. There's supposed to be a press conference today, obviously, with Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., and Melvin Oz, administrator for the Centers of Medicare and Medicaid Services. Now, Rick, why this is so interesting is because this announcement, at least from all of the experts and those that have been paying attention to the issue, is going to be focusing primarily on Tylenol and its connection to pregnant women and autism. And so this huge announcement, Rick, about them supposedly solving autism is literally going to be about warnings and with this administration, maybe a potential legislation to ban the use of Tylenol. Not even, I don't even think this study is saying acetaminophen, which is the primary active ingredient in Tylenol, but Tylenol in the use of pregnant women And I think that there's a couple of problems here. So one, why is this important? I think we got to be clear that autism, which is now known as autism spectrum disorder, is a broad range of conditions characterized by challenges with social skills, repetitive behavior, speech, and nonverbal communication. And according to the Center for Disease Control, autism affects 1 in 31 children and 1 in 45 adults in the U.S. Why this is also important is because the more we've talked about autism over the last decade, the more people of color in particular have started to get tested. There has been less and less stigma, even though there still is huge stigma. There's been greater understanding and greater access to resources. So we're seeing the cases of autism increase in our community. And I don't necessarily believe and would love for a medical professional to tell me, is there really an increase or is there just really more of access to testing and conversation about it in our community? But Rick, here's my challenge. My challenge is that there's a lot of autistic people and advocates who stand with them that don't see autism as a flaw that needs to be fixed. They see it as a natural part of human difference, no different than race, gender. And the real issue for me, anybody that knows an autistic person knows they're not broken, knows there's not something wrong with them. Think about it like this, Rick. If somebody in a wheelchair isn't disabled by their body, they're disabled by the stairs in front of them. And so the same way, most of the challenges autistic people face come from living in a world that's designed for neurotypical folks.
That's right.
Not those that are neurologically diverse. And so this is the difference than this old school lens that we see the president and RFK Jr. going. It's like this is an old school problem to solve. But research and lived experience are showing us something truer. Many of the struggles come from what's called the double empathy problem, mutual understanding between autistic and non-autistic people. The neurodiversity model invites us to stop trying to fix people and start trying to fix systems, environments, and mindsets that keep them from thriving. This is going to be a very dangerous announcement, Rick, because number one, it's myopic. There's not going to be one solve to anything, but more, why are we not spending time thinking about how we as a society embrace neurodiversity as opposed to how we fix people we don't understand?
That's right.
That's what I got for you, Rick.
We do accept it when it's somebody like Elon Musk. That's okay. We do accept it when it's her bestie that has autism.
Trump don't accept it then. And again, I think you're right. I mean, there's a double standard, but the issue still is, are we fixing people or are we fixing systems? And this administration wants to fix people they don't like or understand versus fix systems that ensure that we embrace those people and serve them.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Hey, appreciate it, Jeff. And Jeff, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Y'all hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG. Love y'all, man. Have a fantastic Monday. We'll talk
love you too, big dog. Oh, man, Chicken and Waffle Mix going down with John Lyon on the 1 and 2. Hey, what up, John?
I'm good, man. Yo, just got to big up everybody, man. I turn up with me in the club them over the weekend. And, of course, hit me up on the gram at JAH Lion Sound.
JAH Lion Sound. Hey, appreciate you, John.
My pleasure, man. You done know.
All right, Bless Honey, what up? Where you at, man?
Hey, what's up, Ricky? This is act comedian Darius Bradford. I like how John Lyon do that, how he yell out his Instagram. I'm act comedian Darius Bradford, and I think
you and Black Tony employment scammers.
Let me tell you something. You see how you couldn't get it out? You see how you couldn't get that out?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't supposed to be said. It wasn't supposed to be said. That manifestation. And
why y'all can't come to work if Black Tony have you fill in for him? Why you can't come to work?
Because let me tell you something. I went to church, Ricky, and God told me, and the pastor he spoke on, don't worry about it. Your journey ain't everybody's journey. It's a reason for everything and not. There's a positivity in everything, and you have to look at things as if they are understood and given to you for a different reason, Ricky.
We trying.
Let me tell you this. My girl left me. Look at things better. You have to be positive today. My girl left me, Ricky, and I was hurt. So I went to dinner. And when I went to dinner, guess what immediately happened?
What?
My bill was half off because she was half gone. Let me tell you something. It's a reason that it's a better side to everything. True enough, I ain't at work, Ricky. True enough. But what if that's God saying, not now? What if it's bigger than me? It's people out here are suffering, Ricky. Some people can't even find a way. Some people, car stop.
Darius, what church you went to?
Bad.
I could tell either you or Black Tony what church you went to yesterday.
First of all, let me tell you, it ain't about. It was a private church.
A what?
A private church.
Oh my gosh!
No
like
such thing.
It's a private church. They got private church. I went to a private church because you had to pay a fee. It's like, you know how you obtain a lawyer just in case something happens. So I paid my tithes up. You can pay your tithes up at my church, and that way you don't got to worry about it. So when you need prayer, if something happens, they got it for you. So it's like an advanced blessing. So anyway, so what I'm saying you. Let me tell you, Ricky, it's a lot of people out here that need help, and they going through it. Where's the Brat at?
What? She went to the bathroom. What does this got to do with you not coming to work, though?
This is me trying to help. It's bigger than you and me. Listen here. You remember me and you was at the Fox Theater, and you called me on stage?
Yeah.
Huh? Let me tell you something. You know why I ended up on stage with you? I can tell you. Because I showed up without nobody expecting me to be there. And then it happened. So you can't worry about when I show up when God gonna show out. So right now you're looking at this thing wrong. And if somebody on their way to work right now and they are concerned about, oh my God, they tired of going to work, Ricky. They tired of going to work. But when they listen to me, they understand perhaps I am the reason that they are supposed to get rest from me. I'm not going to work. So sometimes you have to look at other people.
Darius.
That's where my rest is.
Hey, Darius, my grandmama calling. Let me call you back.
Tell her I'll talk to her.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 6 minutes after the hour, Gary has the galore of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful first fall day. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Damon Dash, honey. Damon Dash is clarifying, y'all, whether he ever tried to romance Beyonce, honey, while she was married to Jay-Z. Now, they're saying that Jay-Z and Damon Dash have a long history, y'all. They say Damon Dash recently cleared up about the rumors surrounding him and Beyonce, including whether he wanted to romantically pursue her. Now, the falling out between Mr. Dash and Jay-Z was public and was as public, honey, as it was personal, rooted, y'all, in both business disputes and clashing personalities. Now, as a Rockefeller Records grew into a major label, y'all, much tension, y'all, over the ownership stakes, creative direction, and management decision began to strain their partnership, y'all. Now, over time, their friendship deteriorated, y'all, alongside their professional collaboration. Now, more recently, Damon Dash clarified, y'all, whether he ever tried to romantically pursue Beyonce while she was married to Jay-Z, and here's what Mr. Dash said.
Is there any truth to you trying to talk to Beyonce while she was with Jay?
Nah. I would never try to talk to another man's wife. Before that I ran into it once, and I think I had got a number at this Victoria's Secret show. But to me, she was like a little girl. So I was going after Giselle, you know. I wasn't going it was like Giselle, everybody. Naomi Campbell was a lot of people that she hadn't realized the potential yet.
Isn't that beautiful? She didn't realize her potential at that time, y'all. But, honey, it's so much going on with Jay-Z and Damon Dash. And, I remember at the time when they were both good friends and, honey, both doing Rockefeller, when a lot of people was wearing Rockefeller and carrying on and stuff like that. But Now it's also being reported, y'all, that Jay-Z, honey, according to Damon Dash, honey, Jay-Z really wanted to date Aaliyah. When Damon was dating Aaliyah, honey, he said that, it's being reported, y'all, that rumors about a romantic relationship between Jay-Z and Aaliyah been circulating since the 90s. And they say it was fueled by their public appearances together and speculation about their personal life. But they say, however, Aaliyah never publicly confirmed any romantic involvement, y'all, with Jay-Z. But despite, honey, they're saying Jay-Z's former business partner, Damon Dash, they said, has claimed that the rapper was deeply infatuated, y'all, with Aaliyah and pursued her romantically. So it's just so much going on, and Damon Dash is really starting to talk. But what really bothers me is it's amazing how these men, how heterosexual men are really starting to talk more and coming out and saying all kind of stuff, that we would have never thought that a man of their stature would even come out and say so. I mean, we're going to follow that and see how it really comes out, because I think Beyonce and Damon Dash would have made a great couple. You don't think?
No, don't do that. No.
Well, yeah, well, I think so. But Damon went on ahead and married Rachel Roy, which Rachel Roy is a beautiful woman and what have you and stuff, though. But, it's just something that we just got to keep lifted up in prayer, honey, because I just hate when these men, honey, act like that, because that's something that, they would say the queens would do, but these men are acting very queenish in the 20th century. So we're going to keep them lifted up in prayer and hopefully and prayerfully that all resolved. And Jay-Z helped Damon Dash out and give him some money, help him out with all this bankruptcy stuff that he's going through, because that was and is his friend. So he needs to do the right thing. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Memphis Bleak is speaking out, y'all. That he said that he wants Chris Brown, honey, to finally be let off the hook for his infamous domestic violence incident involving the beautiful Rihanna. Now, he's saying, y'all, that, he did a recent interview, y'all, with Shannon Sharp, and they're saying that Memphis said that people continue to reference the situation even though both parties have moved on with their lives and stuff. He said, quote, if we live in a country that forgives, then they need to forget. He said, let that man live. That's the whack part about the industry that I don't like. He said, I feel like in our culture, they hold us to a higher standard than anyone else, honey. And, okay, should they let him off the hook? I mean, because did the Bible say you forgive and you forget? Or you forgive, but you don't forgive?
You're going to never forget.
Yeah.
Unless you get a hypnotist or something.
Yeah.
You definitely forgive, but you don't forget.
Yeah, so
and you can forgive. You don't have to go back to what the relationship was before you forgave. Just forgive and stay away.
Yeah,
you know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So it's a sad situation, though. But people, people ain't, like people always gonna remind you. I remember you when you ain't had nothing. Now you got something. You acting funny, so honey, we will remind you.
That's
Leave
Black
it alone.
was good for that.
You will be reminded.
Don't forget to smile, people. I know you're busy. I know you're doing your thing. I know you're busy.
That part.
Don't forget to smile, people. I know you're busy. Didn't mean to bother you.
Yes,
and then when they be saying it, they like to flick their hand, like flicking you away like you're a fly or something. I know you're busy. Know you're doing your thing. Didn't mean to bother you. I was just speaking. Lady at the face. I was just speaking to you. I didn't mean to bother you.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Then walked up already offended. I ain't even get a chance to speak back. They mean to bother you. I know you're busy doing your thing. What riding the Ferris wheel? I know you're doing your thing. You're busy. They mean to bother you. They mean to bother you.
Shut up.
Yes, Lord. Yes, honey. So you will be reminded. All right, the Kahlua today, honey, is one of my favorite Kahlua. Yes. The Kahlua today, y'all, is Olive. On the I hear you say Olive, and on the lawn just say beautiful green. That's your first day fall Kahlua, honey.
Finance, wealth, and growth. It's Money Mondays on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rick's Around the Morning Show is Money Monday, and September is almost over. And that means that it's time for graduating seniors, along with college students and parents, to prepare for the 2026-2027 academic year. And with the FAFSA form. So make sure y'all know what that is. The FAFSA form. The FAFSA form. Our money expert, Jini Thornton, is back to discuss the form and how we can prepare for the upcoming financial aid season. Woo! Janai, good morning.
Happy Money Monday, Janai.
Yeah.
So what exactly is the FAFSA FAFSA form? And why is it important when it's that it's available, when it is available to complete?
Good morning, everybody. Yes, we're talking about the FAFSA, which is the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. And, y'all, this is really important because this is the form that the government uses and colleges use and career schools use to determine a student's eligibility for grants, scholarships, and even loans. Now, it's very important. The form comes out October 1st. I'm going to say it one more time. It comes out October 1st. That is in 2 weeks. But think about it. We're talking about the 2026-2027 school year. So, yes, students have just gone back to school. Yes, senior year has just started. But it literally is time to complete those forms beginning in 2 weeks. I need everybody to make a commitment to get that form done in October.
Okay, so I have a couple questions because I have a sophomore in college. Do I have to do it every year?
Yes, you literally have to complete the form every single year. And you think about it because those forms are driven by the information on your tax return, which obviously that changes. So, yes, you have to do it every single year. And even you think about it, a lot of high school students are like, what? I don't even know where I want to go to school. Right. I don't even know what I'm going to do yet. They need to complete the form, too. So, yes, it's required every year. But listen, that money is first come, first served. So that's why you can't wait until January or February to get the forms done. You need to make a commitment to get it done in October.
Okay, so after adjusting to some changes with last year's form, what changes can students and parents expect with this year's form?
The last few years have been really interesting because they had changed the date to October 1st, then they were making some updates to the form, then they pushed the date back to December and then January. So now we are back to October 1st. Now, the good thing is, as they've changed the form, they've actually made the form a whole lot easier. So there literally are less questions. It takes less time to get verified within the system, so it should be easy. But I suggest that families take a look at the form before you begin the process, so that way you'll feel confident when you begin to fill out the FAFSA.
So, Janelle, what tax information the students and their parents are going to need to complete this year's forms?
And Gary, I'm happy that you're asking me this because this is what always confuses people. You're going to use your 2023 tax return to complete the FAFSA. I'll say it one more time. You're not your 2024. You're going to use your 2023 tax return. So for anybody out there, Gary, who maybe they had a job loss in 2024 or this year, or, they have some major life stuff going on, please, there's space on the FAFSA where you can share additional information. So maybe, again, someone passed away, a job loss, significant reduction in income. You can tell that story within the FAFSA, but, again, use your 2023 tax return.
All right, so many high school seniors haven't decided what college they will attend next year. Do they still need to complete the FAFSA form now?
They absolutely do, Ricky, and which is really good is you can list up to 20 schools to receive your information because you're like, Lord, I don't even know where this kid is going to go. I don't even know if they're going to go. You can literally pick up to 20 schools. So, yes, I know parents, I know y'all already in senior mode, senior pictures, senior all of this stuff, but it's critically important that you get this form done literally in October.
Wow. Well, what are some of the most common mistakes to avoid when completing the FAFSA?
Brat, I've seen people actually pay to get it done. Please don't do that. There's a lot of scams out there related to the FAFSA, so please do not spend any money to get it done. And then, of course, the other thing that we've been talking about is just not doing it. I was working with some families over the summer who were literally just completing the FAFSA. It really is. It's late when you do it that way. So, again, I must keep saying it over and over again, Brat. Let's go ahead and get that form done.
Okay. So, but what happens if students don't qualify for enough financial aid to go to the school they want to go to?
Well, this is part of the difficult conversation that people hate to hear me say. We need to be open to looking at cheaper schools. A lot of times we have our heart set on a particular college, and I want us to be open because this is a major financial decision. It's a major financial commitment. So please be flexible with that. And where you start off in school does not mean that's where you're going to have to potentially graduate. So please be open to 2-year schools. And I need you to be really serious and 10 toes down on looking for scholarship money. It takes a lot of work to find them and apply for them. It's absolutely worth it because we do not want our students starting their lives in all of this debt. Our children take on way too much student loan debt. So do their parents as well. So again, be a little bit more flexible with the decision where your student is going to end up going.
All right, let's take a call right quick. You're on tonight. Good morning.
Yes, I'm retired about 3 years now, and I have old student loans from 1986 that have now been turned over to Nelnet, I believe is the name. The majority of those loans are interest and penalties. What can I do about those?
Right. It's really important that we stay in constant communication with our loan servicer because a lot of times we immediately are not talking to them. So it's critically important that you have a conversation with them and see now what you can do at this point. Is there any portion of that they can write off, or is there potentially another modified payment plan that's more in alignment with your budget right now?
All right, y'all. Hey, we're not done yet. Call us now if you have any financial questions for Jini Thornton. Hit us up at 8669-RICKY, 8669-RICKEY. Call us now, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's Money Monday with the one and only Jini Thornton. And she is here to help you get your money right. So hit us up at 8669-RICKEY. Let's go ahead and go to the phones. Good morning.
Good morning. My cousin is enrolling for her first year into college. She took a gap year because her mother did not complete her taxes previously, and we're still in a situation where her mom is still having issues with her IRS taxes. What is the best advice to help her move forward on her freshman year?
Hey, good morning. You have no idea how many calls that I get like this. A couple things need to happen. Number one, I would absolutely contact the school as well. Let them know about the situation and to see if they have any advice, what other additional support. Second thing is, if the mother owes, she does not have to pay the whole debt at once. She literally can set up a payment plan, and that will allow her to continue with the financial aid process. A lot of times when people owe, they don't want to file or they won't move forward, but she can definitely set up a payment plan.
All right, y'all, it's not Thornton. Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Shanita from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I am wondering what are some good ways to start saving for your little one.
Hey, Shanita, good morning. If you want to save for their education, you can always use a 529 account. They tend to be state-specific. You can use whatever state that you want. Doesn't mean your child has to go to school in that state. The good thing is you can also use it for private school as well as college. So, again, check out your local 529 account.
All right, y'all, it's not Thornton. Good morning.
My question is, I wanted to know, is it a smart idea for me to volunteer of repossession of my car because I don't even drive it like that monthly? So is that a good financial move or no?
Hey, good morning. If you turn in a car, you certainly have the choice to do that. But, yes, you're going to have a repossession on your credit report. It is going to be very difficult to buy things, finance things. So if I were you, I would actually try to see if I could sell it first and then pay off the remainder if you're not upside down. But again, it's going to be very difficult to do that, though.
Oh wow! You're not Thornton. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. My question is about trust. I have a home that I want to leave to my children. Should anything happen to me, is it better to put the house in a trust, or is there another way I could leave the property to my children?
Hey, good morning. I am a big fan of trust. I think it's a good idea because part of it is you want to protect the asset, but it also helps us make sure that when our family members, not just young people, when our family members inherit, that they actually don't have access to everything all at one time. Because a lot of times they're not mature enough. They're not equipped enough to receive. So I think trusts are a good idea. You can do that, or yes, you could definitely just in your will list that you want your children to receive the house. So you do have a couple choices, but I would probably advise that you get some legal help with that trust, though.
All right, Janai, thank you so much for all of that good information.
Yes.
Let everybody know how they can reach you and how they can follow you on social media.
If you have any financial questions, you can follow me at Jini Thornton. That's JiniThornton. Happy Monday, everybody.
Hey, same to you, Janai Thornton. Y'all, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Special K, what you got this morning?
Well, like I promised, it's masculine, it's moronic, and it's totally toxic. That's right. It's Man Law Monday. The masses have been asking, where's Man Law Monday been? Well, it's back. And let's jump right into it. I need all males age 13 and above. Listen, take notes, and take heed.
Toxic
with this
masculinity.
That's right. If you date a woman that's taller than you, you can never hold hands in public.
No, because your hand's over your head.
It just don't look right. Look like
Skipping you across the street like you a little boy.
Look like she walking her child. Don't hold hands. Y'all can be, don't hold hands. Now, the proper position for your head when standing at a public urinal next to another man is looking straight up at the ceiling.
The crack of the wall. Oh,
you be looking
not the wall.
You better look at the top of that wall. Don't look down until one or two of y'all are both out of the restroom.
Right.
And don't speak. If you're walking on the side of a pool and somebody splashes water your way, you cannot run away with your back arched. You know that little move where they arch their back?
Yeah.
Try to
on your tippy toes.
Just take the splash. Take the splash like a man, damn it.
Yeah.
Don't ever tell another grown man that, I had a crazy dream about me and you last night.
Oh, no.
Nah.
I don't care if y'all was fighting dragons together. Don't tell him. You can't open with that. Hey, man, I had a crazy dream about me and you last night. Don't open with that.
Yeah. You got to say, I dreamed we was fighting dragons.
Yeah, I dreamed we was fighting dragons. And we was in. Don't. Yeah, because why you dreaming about me?
I dreamed we killed the dragons.
Yeah, why did you dream about me? Why am I in your dreams? That let me know that low key you like me. All right.
Right.
If you eating buffalo wings with another man, you cannot stick your whole finger in your mouth licking the sauce off.
No.
And you can't stick your pinky finger up either.
And y'all both can't dip out of the same dipping little cup.
Yeah, you can't be sharing.
And you can't wipe buffalo wings, the white stuff out of the corner of his mouth.
Well, you definitely don't want to do that. Now, speaking of wiping,
ranch, you can't do ranch, you can't do blue cheese, you can't do the
none of it.
The ones from Hooters, none of it.
Long way in the wipe category. In the shower, don't ever wash between your butt cheeks with your eyes closed, holding your head back.
Well, who see that?
No.
God sees it. Don't. Keep your eyes open, and don't be putting your head back.
Looking down, shaking his head like, man, I knew it.
Speaking of Gary, these last two might apply. If you sick, you shouldn't ask another man, hey, do you got anything for my throat? Don't ask another man, do he have something for your throat?
No.
That just opens the door for some things. All right,
and finally, your doctor, you have to say sore throat.
Speaking of doctors,
you say that. No.
Speaking of doctors, if your doctor is checking your prostate, you need to be absolutely silent. Don't look back and be like, oh, okay now. Gonna make him and you uncomfortable.
Who does that?
I don't know. Somebody.
Okay now.
Okay now. Don't be looking.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, 23 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It is Monday, September 22nd. Here's what's going on in the news. Representative Summer Lee did not hold back on Capitol Hill. She lit up the House floor, calling out Republicans for trying to kill off DEI in D.C., saying that it's part of a bigger play.
At the end of the day, you are not going to erase black people from the District of Columbia or any other place. And I just wanted to start with that. And let's be real, that's what's at the heart of all of these same conversations that we keep having about crime and underfunded and under-resourced black communities while they ignore crime in the White House and in their own houses.
Mic drop. Lee went on to say that cutting DEI means cutting out black voices and the history we bring to the table. And while Representative Lee is fighting to keep DEI alive on Capitol Hill, over at the Education Department, y'all, leaders are teaming up with conservative groups like Turning Point USA to pump $160 million into so-called patriotic education programs. The plan is to mobilize youth K through 12 with patriotic programming ahead of America's 250th birthday. Now, the department shifted funds away from programs that paid to train and retain teachers and that supported things like after-school learning, arts, and STEM clubs. Critics call it reverse DEI. They say the government is using the same blueprint of grants and training, but swapping in patriotic pride while potentially downplaying racism, slavery, and inequality. Well, y'all, it's the first day of fall, so this story is just in time for cuffing season. Researchers say carrying a little winter weight might not be so bad after all. A massive study tracked more than 85,000 adults and found that being underweight was almost 3 times more dangerous than carrying a few extra pounds. Even folks on the lower end of the so-called healthy BMI range were at higher risk of early death. The greatest risks are still at the extremes of severe obesity or of being underweight. But for everybody else, that extra layer might not just keep you warm this fall, it might actually help you live longer. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
I sure am, ladies and gentlemen. WNBA players on fire. How about the number 6 seed Indiana Fever knocking off the red-hot the Las Vegas Aces in Game 1 of the semifinals, man. Kelsey Mitchell dropped 34 points. They're doing all this without Caitlin Clark, ladies and gentlemen. Phoenix Mercury, they lose to the Minnesota Lynx, who I think is going to win the whole thing. The Lynx lead that series 1-0. And last night in Sunday Night Football, the Kansas City Chiefs gets the first win of the season. They beat the New York Giants. But here's the thing. Quarterback Russell Wilson was booed by the New York Giant fans. And they want that rookie quarterback Jackson Dart to take the field. So we'll see how long that lasts. You know, Philly fans and New York fans, they don't play. They got a real short patience level when it comes to their sports teams or whatever. Dallas Cowboys lose to the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams threw for 4 touchdowns. And how about the Atlanta Falcons? They got shut out by the Carolina Panthers 30-0.
Man, damn.
Hey, shout out to Bryce Young for getting that win for Carolina, but how about the Falcons?
Uniform. I don't know. It's the uniforms and they curse.
What happened to the Dirty Birds, man?
If they change uniforms with the other team, would they still lose? Like,
come on, Dirty Birds.
Man, we got this. Oh, my God. Ever since winning that first half of the Super Bowl back in the day, man, it ain't been right.
Oh, man. Well, hey.
Right. Maybe they need to get tipped. They need to get Outcast them to come. They need to get everything. Maria Taylor. They need everything.
Somebody.
The housewives. They need to put peaches on the head with something. I don't know what the hell.
Hey, track and field world championships went down over the weekend. And I ain't got time to highlight everybody, but here's the 4x100 meter relay results in women's division.
And now Jamaica is actually in the lead.
So Kayla White has to try to get the U.S. back in it with Tina Clayton on the third leg for Jamaica, setting the stage for the anchor leg as Sha'Carri Richardson gets the baton for the U.S. and she moves into the lead. Sha'Carri Richardson holds off Jamaica for the win.
Get that gold medal. She carried everybody all on home. What's up, Doc?
I just keep dreaming about her snatching my cell phone and running. I can't do nothing. I can't even go down to T-Mobile and get it, turned off in time for her to go through my message.
You ain't gonna catch it, dog. You ain't gonna catch it, dog. Another person you ain't gonna catch is sitting in McLaughlin. That's a whole nother story, though. But that's my quick sports report. Follow me, man, at Rock T Holla.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
29 after the hour, y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, a Mississippi woman by the name of Talisha Jones has used artificial intelligence, AI, to create an artist named Janae Monet, and it's backed by Timbaland. Janae Monet has just scored a $3 million record deal, and she reportedly received multiple offers. During a Zoom call with record executives, Janae did not even appear on the screen and did not sing for them. Yet the execs at the label, led by a former Interscope Records executive, decided to offer Janae Monet a multi-million-dollar recording contract anyway. Her manager insists that although the image and songs were not generated in a traditional way, he says the music is real R&B. Her song, How Was I Supposed to Know?, is a #1 hit on R&B digital song sales. And here's a little bit of the song.
Wait a minute.
Oh, my God.
That's AI?
That's AI. They created that.
And who is that singing?
Her name is Janae Monet. She's not a real person. She's an AI-generated artist.
So, Brad, when you say she got $1 million or $3 million deal, who gets the money?
All the people that created it. The managers, the producers, the writers of the songs, the producers of the songs.
So what happens when it's time to go on tour?
Maybe they do a hologram, or who knows? Maybe it's a screen. But people are so intrigued by it, they're gonna come see it. I mean, this song is like #1.
Man, stop talking to me on this radio and sitting up here talking about if somebody. These people really finna go see somebody that ain't.
Yeah.
It is on. I mean,
when you put it like that,
if you look at it on social media, they have a woman and they have her. She's AI generated all over the place. I saw her at a basketball stadium holding a basketball. I mean, she's getting deals and all kinds of stuff.
Cedar done messed it up for everybody.
It's not a real person.
You remember Cedar back in the day?
Yeah, she done messed
not
it
a
up.
real person. Yep. And several artists are speaking out against AI artists like Chloe Bailey, SZA, Kehlani, and others because they so you don't have to go in the studio. What happens to the people that work hard and the real singers that take care of their voices and they train all their lives to do this? I mean, you can actually you can put in any song in Chat GPT or whatever, or any of these AI things, and it will make a song for you. And you don't, right now, there are no laws or rules against it. You don't have to pay for it. Like, that girl, to me, kind of sounds like Beyonce.
Yeah.
So do y'all think it's good or bad? I mean, a multi-million-dollar deal, that means everybody is getting ready to try to do this.
Oh, yeah. The door has been open.
And anybody can. But how can a real artist compete with a computer?
I mean, I guess by, live performances would be the only thing. But if they're making money and getting multi-million-dollar deals, I guess I don't know.
If you get an AI side piece, is that still considered cheap?
What you saying?
That's a thought. That's a thought.
Hey, baby, she
People
ain't really
do
real.
that. People do that. If you look it
real.
up,
How you gonna get mad?
if you look it up, people do that.
Because she cannot give sworn testimony in court. Cannot. Think about
Yeah,
let that
so
thing
you can-
marinate on you.
People create AIs to talk to emotionally vent to sexually vent to
I hope they don't start
to
doing
have
AI
them,
comedians.
to have them talking to them while they're having sex. It's all kind of stuff. They have these AIs doing every single thing. So everybody better look out for their job, because soon it ain't gonna be no more people to do stuff. This is crazy. Singers are really upset. What about the people that go to school for stuff and it? It's just taking people's jobs and all of that. So
You're gonna be on the road with two AI comedians
really
opening up
scary.
for you.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know how their performance would be. It might be on a screen like Max Headroom or something
You ain't gotta pay 'em.
AI
you don't got to pay them, but they management and the companies will make the money from it, so they don't have to worry about paying the people.
I look back to what you were saying about the people that went to school, honey, because that's how I feel about working with all y'all. I mean, hell, I went to school and y'all just showed up and got jobs.
Excuse me.
Wait a minute.
Well, you
I
two
have a
got
degree in
freedom.
broadcasting. So
Well, you
I
too,
don't-
Tamika.
I got a GED.
Y'all know I didn't go to school for this.
Oh, Lord. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at So Brat. Coming up, Marc Morial, the president of the National Urban League, has a message for Black America, and the White Stone got the praise mixed down up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, this is Monday, time for the State of Black America. And this morning we have the current president of the National Urban League, Marc Morial. Hey, good morning, Mr. Marc. We happy to have you, and I know there's a lot going on in Black America.
Good morning, Ricky. For today's State of Black America, I want to focus on two things. One, Fox and Friends host Brian Kilmeade. He suggested on the air that mentally ill homeless people should be executed. And guess what? 13 homeless people were wounded in 2 separate mass shootings in Minneapolis. Now, Kilmeade has faced no repercussions. Fox has not uttered one word to denounce his despicable, hateful, insensitive comments. As such, Fox seems to sanction Kilmeade's abhorrent statement. But there's a double standard that glorifies the most extreme incitement to violence from the far right while suppressing valid criticism of the right. Brian Kilmeade should be gone, fired, sanctioned by Fox News for such hateful statements. In the past, he's criticized Americans for intercultural marriage while praising the pure genes of Sweden. He falsely said all terrorists are Muslim. He dismissed the mistreatment of immigrant families, saying, those are not our kids. It's not like Trump is doing this to the people of Idaho or Texas. And I could go on. But Jimmy Kimmel, Matthew Dowd, and Carrot Atia have been fired for statements they made in the wake of the tragic killing, certainly of Charlie Kirk. Now, let me say this. I offer my prayers and sympathies to Charlie Kirk's family for his assassination, his killing at the hands of gun violence. Yes, we have sympathy for all who die from gun violence. But we will not join in the deification, glorification, or canonization of a man whose statements have been hateful, racist, disturbing, and despicable when it comes to black people and many, many Americans. You can't say that the Civil Rights Act should have never been passed. You cannot say that black women do not have, quote, mental processing power, and we say nothing. No, we'll speak up. But we can make a distinction between sympathy and prayers for a victim of despicable gun violence and the glorification of his statements and what he stood for. We can't join in that. And that's today's State of Black America. I'm Marc Morial. Follow me across all social media at Marc Morial and at Nat Urban League. And I'll see you next week on the radio.